Who's harder to guard, Allen Iverson or Steph?
To be honest, I wouldn't want to guard. Look, I've guarded AI. I don't want to guard.
I mean, the determination, the want, the will that I saw out of Steph Curry, that light-skinned brother with the green eyes last night. For 3.5 quarters, I thought Denver was going to eventually pull away with this game. For him to step up and do what he did, overshadowing Aaron Gordon, historic night, 50 points. Jokic with a 21.
Curry spins. Step back, trying to draw another foul, and it goes in. Oh,
Steph Curry is the greatest shooter God has ever created. His marksmanship is unrivaled. He is a career 42.8% shooter from three-point range. There are people who haven't shot 40% from three in one season.
Like when you came to the Garden and I let Raymond Felton's pride get in the way and he had 50, I feel like that's when you decided you was just gonna rape the league.
Bro, you know, when you're the road team and the home crowd gives you a standing ovation, you graduated into a really elite category. Last night, Steph Curry reminds us once again of how great he is, how easy he makes it look, and more importantly, the Golden State Warriors are something to deal with.
Every NBA legend creates unforgettable memories, but Steph Curry created moments that people still struggle to put into words. His career is filled with shots that looked impossible, performances that stunned packed arenas, and plays that made even the biggest basketball names stop and stare. Teammates, rivals, coaches, and Hall of Famers continue sharing incredible stories about what it was like to watch him up close. Many of those memories sound almost unreal, yet they all happened on the NBA stage. What's even more remarkable is that these stories continue to grow with every passing season, adding new chapters to Curry's extraordinary legacy. Get ready to hear some of the most astonishing Steph Curry stories ever shared by NBA players and basketball legends. They are as unbelievable as they are unforgettable.
One skill or trait from the other guy, what would it be?
I mean, his jumper for sure.
I have not seen a basketball player consistently get to a flow state better than you. Are there exercises you do? Is it your training? Like, how are you able to capture that? We talked about the look away shot. That's being in flow state, right? Yeah. Not many people ever get to that. You get to that so consistent.
Was in his 4th year and Clay was in his 2nd. Right, because I think Steph had just signed that extension. One of the craziest extensions ever signed in the game of basketball, because he went from like a very good player to the best player, in the NBA, winning 2 MVP.
When Steph Curry entered the NBA, he looked more like a college student than someone ready to dominate the world's toughest basketball league. But behind that youthful face was a player destined to change the game forever. Teammates and opponents still marvel at how the skinny kid from Davidson became one of the greatest shooters in NBA history. They all agree his success wasn't built on talent alone. Curry earned it through relentless practice, countless hours in the gym, and a work ethic that pushed beyond what most players could handle.
But the argument for Steph, one, they both changed the game. Arenas, if you listen to the podcast, said, everybody's trying to be Steph now, which is true.
You get a guy like him that has done everything. He knows, because he's chasing a legacy. He's not like chasing Michael Jordan. He's chasing like, I want to add every single thing so I can be and leave it all out on the table. So he needed to win a gold medal from a standpoint of there's other guys that have represented our country under very difficult circumstances and came through and really showed up for the country. Steph has now.
Long before sunrise, Steph Curry was already hard at work in the gym while most people were still asleep. He spent hours practicing shots that many players would never even think about trying in a real game. Teammates watched him make hundreds of three-pointers every day, shooting off screens, sprinting into jumpers, pulling up from deep, and hitting difficult fadeaways. He kept going until every movement became automatic, making sure his shooting form stayed flawless even when exhaustion pushed his body to the limit.
When
I think you brought to the game, and I'd love for you to tell me I'm full of it, is you don't really stop. So like you talked about this shot as a kid to now it's the same shot but up here. Like I don't really feel like you stop, and if you do, it's like the split second.
Only probably on like just standard catch and shoot where I always tell people, like I would teach Clay's form to anybody who said, hey, how do I shoot a basketball? I would like pull up a clip of Clay. Perfect. And it's just, that's freaking perfect.
One former Warriors teammate said the amount of work Steph put in was almost impossible to believe. He didn't just train harder than everyone else. He trained with purpose and never let up. Every workout was designed to push him beyond his limits, making real game pressure feel much easier by comparison. That dedication is why the incredible shots he makes in the final minutes seem so effortless. He had already practiced those same shots thousands of times long before the fans ever saw them.
Was making shots off of
his back. Steph, there's ever no rest, right? He passed it, he's gone. Like you really, it's like guarding AI and Rip Hamilton at the same time, right? And that's you ain't trying to. So I personally don't want to do that. That's a nightmare. Like his rookie year, he did give me 20 something, and I had to switch off. Like, hey, no, I ain't guarding that. Well, give me the Monte Ellis dude.
Many fans see Steph Curry smiling, celebrating, and enjoying the game, leading them to believe he is simply a calm and friendly superstar. While that is true, it tells only part of the story. Beneath that relaxed personality is an intense competitor who never backs down from a challenge. Early in his career, the Warriors often built such big leads that coaches rested him before he could fully take over in the fourth quarter. As a result, many opponents never experienced his most dangerous side. But the players who battled him in the biggest moments understood exactly who he was. Even Kobe Bryant once told Steph that his joyful style fooled people, because behind every smile was a fierce competitor with a relentless drive to win. Coming from Kobe, that kind of praise carried real meaning.
Like, bro, stop. I'm like, G, come on, G, like, come on. Because I had switched on to him. I immediately poked the ball away. Let's get to this dude, though. Like, stop letting dude do this, but he really be doing this to us. Like,
stop letting him do this, but he really be doing it.
Real talk, because I seen it coming. I'm like, the confidence is changing, G. He going back to Davidson on us, bro. Nah, his jersey ain't red, bro. Don't let him do that. You feel me? I'm like, he doing the shit that we was like, you can't do that.
But here's the real stuff. One, he built Golden State into a dynasty from scratch. They had made the playoffs one time in 18 years before Steph began leading them to the playoffs. Obviously, the Lakers had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who was the MVP Magic's rookie year, and some other great players and a great history. Secondly, he didn't have the supporting cast Magic had. Kareem was the #1 pick and was averaging 20 points up until like 1986. Then, and I know he had.
Then came Steph Curry's unforgettable performance at Madison Square Garden in 2013. The Knicks believed they had a solid game plan, but it quickly fell apart as Curry exploded for 54 points and knocked down 11 three-pointers with incredible confidence. On one of basketball's biggest stages, he showed the entire league that defending elite shooters would never be the same again. One veteran NBA guard later admitted he turned off the game because Curry's performance felt almost impossible to watch. That night marked the beginning of a new era in basketball. Defenses were forced to adjust, and big men who once stayed near the basket suddenly had to chase Curry far beyond the three-point line. His impact completely changed the spacing of the game. If a defender switched onto him, Curry fired a quick three before they could react. If defenders stayed with him, he delivered the perfect pass to a rolling teammate for an easy basket. His teammates loved setting screens because they knew Curry would always create a great scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and this is what I say about athletes. They pretend I don't hear, I don't care. They do care, and they do hear. And if they don't hear it, they got some homeboys that heard it. And if the homeboys didn't hear it, they got family members that heard it. But somehow it finds its way to get back. And Steph Curry made it a point to be known. I heard what y'all was saying.
A career 90% shooter from the free throw line. He's a career 24.6 point per game scorer, and he's a 4-time champion. He is clearly the leader of that franchise. He's a high character individual.
Did I see it coming? You didn't know what was coming. You didn't, because you'd never seen it before. I was there when he broke the record, right? The first record. And you didn't think, like, I think it was like 250 maybe or something threes. You didn't think that the next year the fucker was going to shoot 400, make 400 threes or whatever. But I think it's a compliment to Steph. It was a compliment to Mark. It's a compliment to Clay. It's a compliment to the people, even Lacob.
Defenders often found themselves completely out of position as Steph Curry, and the Warriors took advantage of every opening. His greatness was never just about making deep shots. It was his non-stop movement, the attention he attracted from defenders, and his ability to read the game in an instant that made him nearly impossible to stop. One quick move from Curry could force an entire defense to break down. Players who guarded him still describe how exhausting the experience was. During the NBA Finals, Matthew Dellavedova chased Curry with everything he had, only to end up in the hospital receiving full fluids after his body gave out from the physical effort. Stories like that showed just how difficult it was to keep up with Curry. His incredible work ethic also inspired everyone around him. Young Warriors quickly realized that arriving early and working hard was part of the team's culture because Steph always led by example. Even after practice ended, he was often the last player on the court, continuing to shoot while everyone else had already headed to the locker room.
Jimmy Butler didn't play well last night. I mean, it's basically Steph Curry. He put up 56 points. He only needed 25 shots and did the damage from three-point range once again. It's so much fun to watch, and when you do watch, you're like...
the guard in the league, by far, in my eyes. But Steph Curry is the most impactful player on a team in the league.
Because the gravity.
Bro,
the gravity.
You have to guard him as well on the ball as you do off. Like, once he gets off the ball, you're probably more scared of him off.
The way their offense is and the way he impacts the offense, like, he has so much gravity that it kind of opens up other things for everybody else, too. So, just find Steph. Is he coming off a screen? Does he have the ball? Does he not have the ball? It's constant of paranoia, I guess, for lack of a better word, of like trying to limit him and just trying to find a way to slow him down.
Steph Curry has always approached every practice drill with the intensity of a Game 7. His focus and dedication pushed everyone around him to work harder because no one wanted to fall behind a teammate giving maximum effort every day. Even experienced veterans found themselves raising their level just to match his pace. Away from the court, though, Steph remained humble, family-oriented, and always ready to joke with his teammates. One popular story tells how he often challenged teammates to fun shooting contests after practice, turning extra work into friendly competition while getting even more shots up. That ability to enjoy the process is a big reason he has stayed at the top for so many years. The same confidence carried into the biggest games, including his unforgettable behind-the-back move and step-back three against the Clippers. As Curry sliced through defenders and knocked down the incredible shot, even head coach Steve Kerr could only watch in disbelief.
Steph wins his 4th title, and along with that, he goes 34-7 in the closeout game. And finally wins Finals MVP.
Yep.
Is this Curry's greatest achievement in his career?
No question about it.
Okay.
There is no doubt about this is Steph Curry's crowning achievement. And it's not just because it was his best finals.
I'm not going to say what he said, but you know what he said. It's and what else are you going to say? That is exactly right. Steph's like, you know what? You are correct, sir. I am. And so the fact that the Warriors were resilient enough to overcome this type of performance just illustrates how hard it's going to be to beat them this year, and maybe how hard it's going to be to beat them 4 out of 7.
Steph Curry forced even experienced coaches to rethink everything they believed about basketball. Shots that would be considered bad decisions for almost anyone else became the right choice when the ball was in his hands. His fearless confidence transformed the Warriors into one of the most dangerous teams in the league. No lead ever felt safe because Curry could erase a 20-point deficit with an incredible scoring burst in just a few minutes. His influence reached far beyond his own points. Teammates often said the court seemed to open up whenever he was playing. Defenses constantly sent extra help toward Curry, leaving shooters with open looks and big men with easy paths to the basket. Klay Thompson thrived because of the attention Curry attracted, while Draymond Green became one of the league's best playmakers by taking advantage of the space Curry created. Even role players benefited from his unique ability to pull defenders out of position, making the Warriors' offense one of the most exciting and unstoppable styles of basketball ever seen.
Steph passed Michael Jordan for the most 30-point games after 35-year-olds among guards. What makes it so tough to perform like this at this stage of a career as a guard?
Well, I think maybe Steph's most underrated quality is just his endurance and his incredible fitness level. He's worked so hard over the years. You look at pictures of him from his first few years in the league, and he doesn't even look like.
Are you and Steph a package deal? Are you going to coach until Steph leaves?
Well, I would never leave him, I can tell you that. I love Steph. I'm so incredibly lucky to have coached him for 12 years. I think every coach kind of dreams of, coaching somebody like
Steph Curry's movement without the basketball, because he's such a lethal shooter, scares and petrifies his defenses so much that the impact is profound. And so when you look at what he brings to the table, from the free throw line, from the perimeter, in the open court, and how he has transcended the game, because now everybody's trying to shoot threes.
Right. Fast forward to the 2024 Olympics, and Steph Curry once again showed the basketball world why he remains one of the game's greatest stars. With Team USA needing someone to step up in the gold medal game against France, Curry answered the call in unforgettable fashion. He buried 8 3-pointers, including 4 clutch shots in the closing minutes that helped seal the victory. Every basket brought the crowd to its feet as he delivered one dagger after another. Even superstars like LeBron James and Kevin Durant praised his performance, recognizing how he took over when the pressure was at its highest. Head coach Steve Kerr described it as a storybook performance. Everyone in the arena knew Curry was going to shoot, yet stopping him seemed impossible. He confidently launched shots from well beyond the 3-point line, and they kept finding the bottom of the net. Defenders rushed toward him, fans watched in anticipation, and then came the familiar splash. After another impossible make, Curry flashed his signature shoulder shimmy, reminding everyone why watching him play never gets old.
You did give Steph his props. We'll get to Steph. But it was even better than most people realize. Because, number one, he had 1 turnover.
Yep.
50 points, 1 turnover in all the way he was handling the ball. No teammate scored more than 17 points.
Well,
no teammate scored
I don't know if I'm putting that as one.
That last shot in the Olympics. Tough shot.
Before, because I was, when he shot it, and I was like,
yeah,
Steph,
he's allowed to take those.
Steph, we let him shoot that.
But initially, it's like, Shepard, like, what is you on?
Yeah. When he do the 3-point celebration where he'll shoot it and he'll turn around, like watching that in real time was one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Today of Steph Curry after winning the championship in 2022, winning the finals MVP, talking about there's only one thing left for him to do, and that's to win an Olympic gold. There's also been thought that this is his first and his last Olympics. So just in terms of, we know he didn't need it, but in terms of what this does for his legacy or to his legacy.
A couple things. I'm going to call it now. If healthy, I see him doing a LeBron type final run in LA.
One of the most entertaining things about Steph Curry is that he sometimes looks surprised after making an unbelievable shot, as if even he can't believe it went in. His teammates love teasing him about those reactions, but they also appreciate the joy he brings to the game. Steph celebrates big moments with the same excitement as a kid playing in the driveway, and that energy spreads throughout the entire team. In a league often filled with intense personalities, he reminds everyone that basketball can still be fun while scoring 40 points on any given night. His journey from being overlooked in the NBA draft to becoming the greatest shooter the game has ever seen is truly remarkable. 6 players were selected before him, and his success has made that decision unforgettable. Curry's confidence never wavered, and his belief in himself helped transform the Warriors into an NBA dynasty. His influence reaches far beyond championships, inspiring young players everywhere to practice deep 3-pointers and expand their range. Because of Steph, the way basketball is coached and played has changed forever, with even big men now developing perimeter shooting as an essential part of their game.
What he did was pretty unbelievable. The Garden, such a hostile place like we talked about, and for him to be able to go in there and kind of take over that game in those moments. Once he did that, I remember that when we went back in the locker rooms, the way that I heard them celebrate as a team winning that game, at that moment, it felt like they won the championship.
Now think about how hard it is. You know he ain't going left. You know he ain't shooting threes unless he already hit like 2 of them. So that means you sitting there,
He's
backing
still
up,
beating everybody.
waiting, and you still ain't doing a good job.
Because he averaging 30 year in, year out. A down year is 20.
And they took
down year is 28.
And they took a move away from him. They took a move. People don't realize that rookie season where he was, they took that away from him, made it illegal.
Over a certain period of time in your career, your team's rim attempts when you're on the floor are 45% of your shots. That's not from you diming someone at the rim. That's from your movement, chaos. When you're off the floor, it's still pretty high, but it's down to 27%. That's pretty. So your influence is 18 percentage points on rim attempts, and that's not from you. That's just people's respect for your gravity.
Steph Curry's impact goes far beyond his own success. Today, guards spend countless hours improving their off-the-dribble shooting because of the standard he created. He turned creating space into an art and made the three-point shot the most dangerous weapon in basketball. When NBA legends talk about Curry, they always mention the same qualities: his incredible work ethic, calm leadership, fierce competitive spirit hidden behind a friendly smile, and shooting ability that seems impossible to explain. One of his trainers revealed that many workouts were designed to push him to complete exhaustion, so actual games would feel easier by comparison. Steph competes in everything, whether it's shooting drills, dominoes, or light-hearted contests with teammates. That competitive mindset has helped him remain among the league's best year after year. Even as he gets older, his basketball IQ and shooting touch remain as elite as ever. Perhaps the greatest sign of his legacy is the respect he now receives from opponents. Players who once challenged him with trash talk now seek his advice or simply leave the court shaking their heads in admiration after witnessing another incredible performance.
Think about it from that perspective. I'm talking impact. I'm not talking about, oh my goodness, I'm running a show and I'm orchestrating an offense. I'm talking about from the point guard position. You can make an argument that Steph Curry's impact is greater than that of even Irvin Magic Johnson.
I heard I'm now guarding Steph 94 feet, but I had just got back from injury, so they was like, Shump, you overgassing yourself. He gonna do you. That's how they was saying it. You on a minute restriction. He's gonna do you. Let Raymond handle
I'm
this.
willing to re-blow this wheel just to shut this motherfucker down.
I really felt like in my heart, like we are birthing an animal, bro. I really think of that moment. I'm like, bro, I think we ignited that confidence that came, because after that game, bro, he got very disrespectful.
Steph Curry silenced every doubter with one incredible shot after another. He turned impossible plays into everyday highlights while making the extraordinary seem almost normal. His unforgettable 54-point performance at Madison Square Garden was only one milestone in a career filled with iconic moments. His Olympic heroics added another unforgettable chapter, and every season continues to bring new memories that basketball fans will revisit for years to come. What stands out most in the stories shared by players and NBA legends is not just Curry's talent, but the complete package he brings to the game. He has won championships, shattered records, transformed the way basketball is played, and remained humble through it all. From leading Davidson on its remarkable tournament run, to overcoming early career injuries with the Warriors, to building a dynasty in Golden State and shining on the Olympic stage, his journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. Those who have played with or against him all seem to agree on one thing: the babyface assassin is still adding new chapters to an already legendary career, and the basketball world can't wait to see what he does next.